Why hello there, fellow apprentices, Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic Jade Dragon. Episode 13, Melding of Nature and Dark Magic. So down here, Red Moon is grabbing the reagents in order to become a stronger water mage. That part's exciting. So here there's the support overlay, and we'll see it update here in a moment. There it is. So the greenhouse is broken, but I'll be fixing it in a sec. Actually, I think the best way to fix it would be to support this with outdoor pillars. I have the materials for it now, and that way it doesn't, it becomes fully supported and it also stays elevated. And the other advantage here is then we can get there through a door here, but this is supposed to be the dangerous compartment. So I'm going to change where the dangerous part of the greenhouse is, but connect the greenhouse to the rest of the building. Or, you know, maybe I'll just widen the greenhouse. Sorry about all the changes, but it's going to be cheaper if I just do that. So instead, I'll have the greenhouse be flush with this wall. There. So the dangerous section of the greenhouse can be like this area, maybe. Okay. This will look a little bit less ridiculous once it's done. Are you planning on keeping both of Shattered Apprentices? No. Soulblader is not going to be kept. So JD's fully done, just needs to level up a little bit more in order to be hired. Oops. I did all of this wrong. Let me keep redesigning because I messed it up. Right. The way this should look would be bridge here, floors, and then one contiguous roof. Okay. There we go. Proper greenhouse. So, the library. Thinking about the library again? Let's put the requirements in. So, I am going to aim for a large window, because the upgraded version of this will eventually require a large window. So, I need spore caps, which means I need to push back the fog for spore caps. Or farm them. But we're still working on the research for the Fire Apprentice Pyre. And then also I need the Fire Apprentice Wand, which is down here. Red Moon finished the Water Wand ritual. So the advantage of the Water Wand ritual is water level can now go up to 7 instead of 6, and she also gained nature as well. Just chance. So the extra magic skill that you get from a wand level 2 gives you a random school. Additionally, becoming a level 2 added a unknown negative quirk. I'm slightly in the way, so you can't exactly see it, but there's now a new unknown negative quirk associated. Also, what's crazy is she can go up to level 15. So that's a lot more power gain. Because I gain 2 power per level. Very powerful water mage. Yeah, the exploit skill isn't terrible. I think what I'm going to do is high priority haul that and intentionally let this ward lapse so that JD can clear it with the combat crew. Because this is going to be an easy fight. Because these are... Actually, that's not too hard of a fight. But I'm trying to take only easy fights with JD, because JD is like a kind of a non-combat pawn. So I need a little bit more Viscera, and I can push back the Fog. I think what I'm going to do is make this a high priority hunt. Now that we have a level 2 teacher and a level 2 student, I can push back the Fog even more. The higher level your wands are, the more repellent the ritual becomes. So we have a total repel strength of 180. I've been casting a bunch of like 60s and 90s up until now. So we'll be able to push the Fog back a lot to get the spore shrooms that I need. And we also have the earth wands that I'm looking for as well. So I'll need to summon in those earth mages. I'm thinking potentially to try to summon in gifted earth mages, but I'm not going to be able to summon gifted earth mages unless I have another lightning mage, but no one has lightning 3. Yeah, so they'll just have to be standard earth mages. And maybe we settle on one. And for earth mages, I think all that's really important, the stat that I really care about is speed, and that's it. Speed and mana pool, but speed more than anything else. Their power doesn't really matter, because the strength of their taunt and armor spell isn't affected by power. Wait, is this a dark room now? Oh, it is. Dang, I did not know that. I'll fix that. Maybe we could work towards a better lightning mage first? Nope, we voted on Earth. It was pulled on. I know it's dark up here, but this is far enough away from the rest of the school that it's likely I'll just get void caps as a result. We can summon in gifted students with just Guitar Lil alone, but I would need fewer than 3 students currently active in the school. Again, it's not a big deal. If we like one of the Earth Mages that come in, we can keep them. If we don't, we can get a gifted one later on. So after the morning meal, I'll do a fog push and see if we can't get some more materials. Okay, everyone ate. Perfect. So 180 repel. Yeah, school's growing. School's growing quite a bit. That's always nice. Who are we waiting on? Oh, it's Guitar Lil because you're collecting Viscera. Your roofing's giving you the X? I mean, what part of it? The lower greenhouse is inaccessible? It is for now. It will be accessible once I'm done building. No one said I was finished. Alright, it's fully supported, that's good. And yeah. This push revealed a whole new biome. So there is anemones and fractal molds and runewood trees, all very, very important, and most of which require nature 4 to chop. So you have to be a high level. And this is a dragon egg. So this dragon egg here is how to get your dragon egg. And in order to get it, it requires someone with nature 2, someone with dark 2, nature 2, and someone with dark 2. I don't have someone with dark 2. So I would need one person with like higher level dark skill. I'm not really in a position to like hatch one just yet, but we can start working towards that ritual, which is cool. Greenhouse is a greenhouse again. And the fog came back, and I was doing this so that JD could do a little bit of level up. So I'm going to send JD down here and fight. Mike, thank you for the resub. Cheers, dude. I also like how this turned out, that it's attached, but like floating. I am going to have to change the layout of it a bit. So all of the ice flower planters are probably going to have to get disintegrated because they're not spaced right anymore. But it's a nice design. Just a bunch of strigoi. What's in the Misty Crystal? I'll check it out in a minute. Alright, JD has leveled up. And can become a staff now. Do I have the... yeah, I have the Gnosis shards for it, I think. No, I don't. I need a few more Gnosis shards. Not a big deal. You can hang out. The other question I have for you guys is, should... If JD becomes staff, should he get a nature... staff tier 2 or not? It's really not a... It could be nice if he has one for the repel fog rituals, but he'll also take on a negative quirk. And will raise the nature skill, but whether it's worth the effort, it'll be up to you guys. Give me 3 minutes to vote on that. How close are we to Not that close. Yeah, research has been slow. This is a a mage's tower now, so it does have a a research rate of 200%. There is one better, but this is really as high as I ever bother going because the one better, the Hermitage, is kind of an annoying requirement to fulfill. I'll show you what they are if you're curious. If we wanted it even better, it would need to be isolated, which means it can't path to another room. Pristine and private. So it kind of needs to be like a separate building from everything. I could actually have it, because if I built it like this, where it had a door here and like a staircase or something, technically it would be a hermitage. Actually, how? Maybe that's not unrealistic. I would need to remove one arcane secretary, and I would need to increase the scholarly luxury higher than I'd probably be able to do easily. So, I don't know. It's a goal that we could think about later on, but not one that's particularly important to work on now. Check crystals. Got a Misty for some food, and a Smoky for a rug. I'll go after the Smoky. Yeah, I think if I created a staircase here, down like that, or something, you only get to the room, it doesn't actually path to another room. Or foundations like I had before with like stairs to get in. So it's separated. I don't know, it'd be possible to make it a hermitage if you guys want. Hypothetically. Alright, JD gets a nature staff by tiny margin. Got it. So we need more wood for that. JD, being fully trained, will help with that. Chop, chop, tend, harvest. And what rug did I get? A calming, so peace. This room needed a roof. So what I was planning on doing here, which is going to look real weird, is to have some of the room be roofed up and some of the room be floored up. Because it doesn't need to have a dedicated roof, just some of it needs to be a roof. So I was going to have a section of roof and a section of floor. And the roof section will be able to accommodate its roof decorations. But it doesn't need a big roof. I love making like weird rooms, so this satisfies that desire. It's just gonna have like a micro roof here for all of its roof decoration needs. Not a gremlin. Guitar Lowland, kill it. Saddest roof you've ever seen? Good. So the Reverends, the library needs 2 small roof decorations, and then the Athenaeum needs 2 gargoyles and 1 large. So I might want to also research gargoyle. which is way down the research tree. I'm surprised I guess they're just so busy tending. Getting here takes a long time, so I'll probably fix that with a broom station later on. See, now it's technically a room, but it has a roof section and a floor section, and the floor section is so that the building above it. Actually, I can have this section be a wall. So the building above it has like a floor, because that's not a requirement that matters for most. Most buildings don't care if it's elevator or not. How do broom stations work exactly? I'll show you when I get them. It's basically just a fast travel between the two stations that you have set up. That's the easy way of describing it. So back to libraries, huh? So let's get the attunement benches built. And then the small roof decorations. The finials might be easier to get. Which is here. So I'll set that up as the highest priority. So that we can actually get this going. Then what else does it need? Scholar Luxury and windows. So I was aiming for one large window. So tonight, I will go out to the spore shrooms so that I can get the reagents for one large window. I just need 4 spore caps. The wizard tower broke because something happened. Oh, it's not pristine. It has garbage in it. So if I stored the garbage, it would be fine. Wasting is when all plants not grown in the greenhouse stop growing. Wild plants stop. So it's the main driver to get a greenhouse, because once the wasting happens, if you rely on wild plants for, like, your food, for instance, you're boned. This greenhouse is, like, way bigger than it needs to be, but there's a lot more plants that I don't know how to plant yet, which is why I'm getting way ahead of myself by building a big one. So that I don't have to return to it and have to redesign it. And the purposes of these bridges here is so that the lower tier is part of the upper greenhouse, because the bridge doesn't enclose the room. So, like, this is the same greenhouse, and the bridges keep it that way. In this case, I could have just not built the bridge at all, just had an open floor, but I think it looks better with the bridge. Plus, if the bridge... eventually, I could also have it where this bridge goes out to a door, which goes out to a balcony, which is a broom station. So I could have a broom station here, so that people can get to the greenhouse quickly. You know, if I wanted. Does this get more automated over time? Depends on how you build. Potentially, yes. Especially when JD becomes faculty. being able to do quilted beasts. It gets a lot easier. But it's kind of a hard question to answer because, you know, I'm the designer, right? I can make it easier to manage. I can make it harder to manage. It's up to how I want to play and what tools I want to utilize. So I almost have the spore caps for all 3 large windows. So I'm not going to build the second one, because I could also do 3 large windows here for a house commons. Oh, cool. So I don't know who did it, but someone else harvested the spore caps on the other side. Probably Soulblader? Or maybe JD? I'm not really sure, but in either case, it's nice. Alright. Taking a look at this room again. It needs Scholar Luxury and roof decoration. So the roof decoration is going to be a little tricky to do, but Scholar Luxury would just be visionary rugs or bookshelves. So I think on this back wall, I'm just going to line it with bookshelves. And then consider the rugs afterwards. Oh, that's not even supported. That was why it supports. I've got the material. I looked at it and I was like, oh my god. It's falling apart. Oh. So if I wanted JD, now that I have the materials to make the nature wand, if I wanted JD to be able to do that, I need to clear out the path. So let's clear it. And I think I'm going to change the priority. I'm really close to this Class is on Fire being finished. And I'll have Guitar Lilin stop teaching, because she's the fastest researcher, just to be able to push that along so that Big Brody can become a fire apprentice. And then eventually work towards getting Big Brody the ability to get a Fire Wand tier 2 as well. So the path to get out to the wand is cleared. And GD is getting a nature wand as soon as one is made. So Guitar Lilin is currently... Actually, she is now researching, so I'm going to have someone else make the wand. I'm going to just assign her to research. So I make some progress there. Oh, Red Moon was making the one. Okay, that's fine. So one more bookshelf is the Scholar Luxury that I need. So just a few more smoke sticks. And then it needs Total Luxury, but Total Luxury, I can just use the, like, calming rugs that I shrunk. Wow, that was quick. The Fire Apprentice Pyre is all set. So the group diner still hasn't been done. That's just because I haven't bothered to call in the earth wands. I'll get around to it finally. I put it on the back burner for so long, but now the Tennering's fully trained. You know, it's about time. And JD's earth wand, I'll do now. It's going to cut into sleep time, but, you know, JD will be fine. I hope. So we have Winston, and I'm going to start up the raffle timer. And then one other. So Winston has speed grade D. Probably not the one I'm keeping. As speed is the most important stat that I care about for Earth mages. The ouch is right. And JD will actually be our first student with a tier 2 wand that upgraded. Because of course Tannering started with the wand. JD is earning it. And the other one, Xander, is speed S, power A. Okay. That's a bit better. No, the HP's fine. You just gotta be a good tank. Cast that tank magic. Good luck in the raffles, by the way. So now JD's nature goes up to 6. Fire goes up to 3. That's interesting. So both the wand level 1 and the wand level 2 offered fire just by chance. So he's actually a pretty good fire mage. Again, by weird random chance. Which isn't bad. I really like fire mages because fire mages are the ones that hunt. So having high level fire is like super useful. I'm going to try to redesign the roof. You know what? Let's change this. This is all sorts of messy. I don't like it at all. It was all makeshift, and I just kind of like left it longer than I should have. Let's see if I can't make it like some semblance of attractive. So the mage's tower above needs to be elevated, or it's a study, not a tower. So I'm trying to work out how to make it elevated while also opening up the room a bit. Game looks cozy. Is it new? No, it's about a year old. But yeah, it's gotten some pretty stellar updates, exactly. What I think I might do is just put the Fire Apprentice portal, like, not anywhere. I put it here for all it matters. Just to get them upgraded. That'll work for me. Now, there is a big weakness here where, like, if it rains, everything in this room gets rocked pretty badly. So what I ought to do is put the wall and roof in before it starts raining, and also put, like, the lightning rods, because I've not had lightning rods for a while. Maybe we'll even put the other wall. Because... Animus crystals are battle crystals. You defeat the enemy, you gain, in this case, Gnosis shards and Sculptstone. It's a... Actually, you know, we could probably handle a level 9 fight. Yeah. So let's do the raffle, and then potentially take that fight. Cathanon, you are going to be Winston. And then... Bragadog, you're going to be Xander. No, I don't really need to take the fight. I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on the goals. It's safer. I am a little bit over time, so I'm going to be wrapping this up in a minute. Let me make sure that it's not time crunched now. Man, time flew fast. Maybe what I'll do is I will do this battle as like the last big huzzah. So let's take this Animus fight. I'm going to send Tannering because I think Tannering's going to be a bit harder hitter than Big Brody. Because of the level 2 Fire Wand. And we'll take the Animus fight. Getting Gnosis shards and Sculptstone. So Sculptstone's a really important resource to have. And I don't have the method yet to make it, which would be a Crow Bug. So getting Sculptstone in the fight. The Chrome Bug allows you to make Sculptstone, but we haven't hatched one yet. So this is the only way to get it until then. So I'm sending them in with a whole bunch of potions, because this is going to be a rough fight, I think. Big issue with these fights is it takes so long to get there that it's a big time commitment, and then you have to walk by like spore shrooms and other things that could be irritants. And it's gonna be a rough one. So the hollowed ones attack the front row of enemies. This one hits for 42. This one hits for 42, and then the back row weakens you and hits for 41. Go for soak. I'm gonna try to focus fire, murder one of these out, because they're gonna be walloping the front line hard. Oh god. Alright, so yes, I brought Tannering because of Flame Lash. My head's in the way, but it does 200 damage. So I'm going to Flame Lash this one so that Guitar Little doesn't get knocked out. 196 damage. Boom. Alright, now I'm going to soak this one so that it takes a turn after Tannering again. Because I'm trying to keep, you know, Guitar Lilin from getting KO'd. And you are going to take a rejuvenation potion as well. And then armor up. Then Tannering, you are going to Flame Lash again, but after you take a mana potion. So your Flame Lash hits harder. So basically what Flame Lash does is it burns half of your mana pool and converts that into damage. So Fire Mages do massive burst damage, but they're even stronger when they have big mana pools, which is why I wanted Big Brody, because Big Brody will have a bigger mana pool in the end. Alright, now we can start killing the back row. This fight's going to be a little bit easier now that we weakened the front. It's not so, like, risky and deadly. We survived it. And I was definitely right to bring Tannering over Big Brody. We also got a relic from it. Nice. It's a pretty nice relic. So the fog is gonna take over this spot like pretty quickly. So I need to make sure that my mages here are storing the things that matter. So the relic I got is the Dusty Druze. Gnosis Shard on skill gain. So you are able to build something called a plinth, a relic plinth, in an archive and display relics. And if this was on display, anytime anyone gained a skill, it would generate extra Gnosis Shards. Very nice relic to have. And here is the requirements for a archive. So it has to be grounded on the bottom floor. It has to have at least one plinth in it. It has to be very impressive. So the impressiveness is really the big driver, because that's pretty high impressive numbers. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the eyeballs in time, but like the eyeballs don't really matter compared to the other things that we looted. And yeah, you can always plinth it and then level it and then plinth it again. But right now nobody can even attune to it, so I wouldn't be able to level it up anyway. So it's moot. But like this would be an okay room for an archive because it's on the ground level already. And the idea is eventually to move the bedrooms and schoolrooms that don't need to be grounded up so that the grounded buildings are on the bottom floor already. Oh, Tannering got the group dance. So Tannering is now a fully trained mage. Nice. And I think this is where I am going to leave off for now. Having defeated that battle, survived it, and looted everything that I needed. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 15th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow mages,